Welcome back to Vision Pros. Today we're going up to Maryland to talk with Ally Machete. Ally, I'm so glad you're here on the show. Would you please introduce yourself a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks so much for having me, Sue. I am Ally Machate, and I am the CEO and founder of a team called the Writers Ally. We are an author services business, so we help serious authors to write, publish, and sell more high quality books. And in particular, we have a real focus on books that actually achieve results. We don't really do a lot of projects where it's purely a vanity project. We tend to work with authors who really want to see that book help them grow their business, or if it's a novel or a memoir, they're trying to grow an audience for more books. And I came to this business after a really long career in book publishing. I've been in book publishing for about 25 years now. So it is a lifelong passion and love. And it's just my pleasure to be able to share that with people.
That's wonderful. That is so cool. I love that. That's that's really, really neat. Talk to me a little bit more about the vision for the people that you're serving.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, people publish books for all kinds of reasons, and technology has evolved. Digital printing technology, ebook technology, internet marketing has really made it accessible to almost anybody who wants to publish a book. And so many people do go out there with that dream or that goal of publishing a book, and they just don't have enough information. They don't know what all the moving pieces are. Publishing a book appears to be very simple on the service. Certainly anyone can take a file and upload it to Amazon and have it available, for sale as a book within 24 hours. But that doesn't mean it's a marketable book. That doesn't mean it's a good book that's going to actually get reviewed well and achieve results. So we really try to help authors, starting with the developmental stage of their manuscript. If they're seeking traditional publication, we want to help them get that book deal. We help them with query letters and book proposals. And for those who want to go the independent route, we help take them all the way through to publication and into marketing as well, really focused on what their goals are, what their bigger picture vision, to use your word, is for their book. And we want to help them make sure that the book that they write and publish is competitive with all the other books out there, including traditionally published books, so that they can actually achieve those goals and dreams.
That's really such a great distinction. I can see, as a writer myself, I know there's this amazing opportunity that has never been there, that literally anyone can go publish a book. I love that you also mentioned that doesn't mean it's always going to be a good book or a marketable book, and certainly not one that actually accomplishes anything. What are some goals that your clients typically have in publishing a book?
Well, for our novelists and memoirists, it's usually just about reach and readership. More so for novelists than memoirists. There are not a lot of serial memoirists out there. Those are more often one-shot deals. But with a novelist, they typically want to grow an audience. They want to make sure that there's someone interested in reading their next few books so they can continue to write. And of course, a nonfiction book is usually tied to business goals. We've got clients who come in wanting to pivot into a slightly different niche, or who want to improve their visibility in their current niche so that they can attract more and better quality clients, getting speaking engagements, getting corporate gig workshops, getting any kind of opportunity for your business is just 100 times easier when you have a professional quality book.
That's for sure. That's really awesome. So you cover the whole span, it sounds like, from development all the way through publishing and promotion as well, right?
Yep, that's right.
That's so neat. I love that. Tell me a little bit then about your vision for your business.
Well, I've been growing this business for a very long time, and to some extent, I've achieved the vision. I wanted to grow a team that had real industry knowledge and experience, that had the same passion that I have for bringing really great books into the world. And I think we've been doing that really successfully. We've had hundreds of clients, and through my teaching and my speaking, I've reached thousands more. But for me, I think the next step looks like getting more opportunities to work more directly and to share my experience and my knowledge more directly with more people. So right now, my team is providing a lot of the services, the editing, the design, the publishing work. And I haven't really worked with clients directly in a long time. So I've been putting together details for a new mastermind project called the Author Advantage Mastermind. That is for authors who are writing a book or have written a book related to their business and really want to understand how powerful that book can be as a tool. I want to show them how to leverage that to achieve their goals, so it doesn't just, sit in the Zoom background or in their email signature. And that book that was a huge investment of time and energy and resources gets some ROI for them. And I'm writing a book myself. It's a real shoemaker's children situation over here. I've ghostwritten books. I've been a part of national bestsellers. I've been helping hundreds of authors to publish their books, but I haven't written my own, and I am doing that now.
Well, tell me more about that.
So the book is also called The Author Advantage, and it is very much in line with the mastermind. It is a sort of a choose your own adventure guide. I want to help authors to really shift their mindset and understand that the true value of their book is not the cover price, that once the book is published, for nonfiction authors in particular, yes, we all want to sell books. Yes, we want to get books out there. But the real goal for a nonfiction author is not to sell more books. It's to leverage that book to get all of the opportunities that that book can bring to them. And so I've identified 9 of the most common and effective strategies that business owners can use to leverage their book to achieve any number of goals. And I want to basically create a roadmap to help them do that.
Fantastic. Can you spill the tea a little bit on one tip that you've got for authors?
Oh, Josh. Yeah, well, just as an example, we had a client, one of many clients, but one particularly successful client who a few years ago had a very quiet list. She had sort of stepped away from her business for various personal reasons and wanted to come back. And she had decided to start leveraging her time and experience by creating online courses. But she knew if she just launched the course to a dead list, she wasn't going to get very far. So instead, she wrote a book that was very much tied to what the course topic was ultimately going to be. And she worked with us on the book, and then she put together a large campaign using partners to help give away free copies of the book in a way where they had to sign up for her mailing list to get the free copy. And she grew her list by about 12,000 people in a month. And then was able now to have a nice fresh list full of people who had read her book or were reading her book that she could start to nurture and begin fresh with. And about a year later, launched her first online course and was hugely successful with the launch.
Brilliant. I love the strategy. That is so cool. Very, very cool. All right. And I know that you said you had a special gift to give to our listeners.
Yes, I do. So all of these things that we're talking about, almost any author can make them happen, but the key is to have the right book. And many people think that means just writing a good book, but the truth is a good book is not enough. Plenty of good books, when they're not planned strategically to achieve certain goals, they come out and they're perfectly good books and they do absolutely nothing. So I have a webinar training called Don't Write the Wrong Book. It's free and it's available at offers.thewritersally.com/visionpros.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I just hope that all you listeners, if you have any idea in your head about writing a book, this would be a fantastic first move. So thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you being here.
Thanks again for having me. It was great.
Thank you for being here today. I'm really happy that you tuned in to Vision Pros Live. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions as these episodes continue to move forward. This is going to get more and more fun. We'll have more and more engagement as well. We'll invite people to participate in the show. And thank you for giving us your time and attention. Have an excellent time building out your vision and becoming a Vision Pro yourself.